Okay, welcome back. And you guys, I would just like to announce that this summer we're
We
outside.
outside.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Make Your Wish podcast. We are so excited to be
Hey.
back. I think this is episode 9, and as we just said, we're outside this summer, and that's what this topic is going to be about. And we're really excited to actually explore what being outside actually means to us,
Mhm.
and we want to hear what being outside means to you too. So definitely at the end of this video, let us know what it means to you. But let's be outside on these questions. That didn't even make sense. But yeah, let's
That's
go
cute.
ahead and get into question time. We're gonna jump right into this podcast. So we're gonna flow through. Desiree, do you have your question ready to go?
Yes, I can start. I'm
Okay,
actually
great.
ready.
Okay, she's
Um,
ready.
okay, so I thought this was kind of deep, but kind of good to think about because I started thinking
Okay.
about it myself. What is the biggest lesson that you've had to learn on your own?
Oh, okay. Well, this is
Mm.
easy because I was just thinking about this the other day. But
Oh,
I would like to think that the biggest lesson that I've learned this far on my own is the fact that no one else can make me happy and that I have to make my own self happy. I think my
mhm.
27 years of living, I've looked at outside sources for validation and happiness, but like me at 28, I'm 27. Me at
Almost.
27, I'm recognizing that like my happiness is my responsibility. I can't be mad at
Yeah.
any outside sources for not making me happy because that's not their job. My
Yeah.
job is to make me happy. So I would say that's definitely my biggest life lesson. What about you?
That is a whole podcast
Yes,
topic.
it is. It really is.
Yeah,
It's a
but
hard,
that's
I
good.
mean, it's not an easy coming to think as well. Like it's a hard, you have to unlearn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and really just take, like, yourself out of so much. It's really
Yeah.
hard, actually. It's
Mhm.
terribly hard
It's very hard. It's
because
like you have to learn how to not take things personal. You have to learn how to
yeah,
really like view the world from your lens and understand that everyone else views it from their lens. And you can't
yeah,
expect people to think the way that you think. And
yeah,
I think when we are, participating in that, that's when we're unhappy. That's when we're disappointed constantly, et
yeah.
cetera, et cetera. So yeah, you make yourself happy and that's that.
That's a great one. Guys, we'll get into that, don't worry,
Yeah,
but
we'll get into
not today.
that.
Today we outside.
We outside. We're not worried about that today. We didn't put in
Okay,
the
E, what do
work.
you got for me?
I want you to answer that too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um, Dang. Biggest lesson I've learned on my own. Probably I actually just read about this, but probably that nobody cares. Like
Oh
nobody
my gosh,
cares
yeah.
why you're late. Nobody cares what's going on in your life. Nobody cares if you ran a marathon and like died and then came back to life and
They
you're
don't
late.
care.
Nobody cares. So yeah, I'd probably say that my biggest life lesson is just having to learn that excuses don't mean anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in business
Wow.
and just as much, for me, like I think being a business owner, having people who work for me now, it's like I don't care either. Like, get the job
Yeah.
done.
Mhm.
And that's hard because you have to have a good balance with like compassion and just being a
Right.
human. But um, yeah, nobody cares.
Hmm. Sheesh, that's a little harsh. No, I'm
I
kidding.
know.
No, I think
We'll
that was
get into
great. No,
that too.
it's so true. It's so true. And
Yeah.
in terms of just the way you live your life too, you think that people care so much, but like people
Yeah.
really don't care. And if they act
Yeah.
like they care, they don't. Like
Yeah. They don't.
they're feeding something else.
Yeah.
But okay, I have a good question. So this year
Mm.
so far, I know all of our previous podcasts, we've talked about productivity, building new habits, etc. So
Mhm.
tell us one new habit that you've built into your daily routine this year that you're proud of and that you're really
Mm.
conquering right now. And if you don't have one, you can, or if you're working on one in the process of it, you can say that too.
Yeah. No, I have a good one.
Okay.
And it goes perfectly with our topic today, so we'll just
Okay.
jump right in. Um, just getting outside. Like, literally, I think I was just telling you about this, but, like,
Mhm,
my son, I have a 6-year-old, and it's really hard to navigate, like,
mhm.
um his generation versus ours.
Yeah,
And, we were outside physically all the time.
all the time.
My parents used to lock us out the house until like dark. Like throw out, lunch and yeah, like
No,
just,
literally.
go do whatever. But yeah, I think that's a good habit that I've started to establish with Ace is getting
Mhm.
outside more. We got like a pickleball net. I'm like lately been into pickleball since a client of mine invited me out to play
Uh-huh.
in LA, and we got a pickleball net in the yard now. So I brought
Okay.
Ace out to play one day, and now every day he's like, "Can we go play pickleball?"
Oh,
Um,
that's
so
sweet.
that's really cute. But yeah, just physically getting outside. I'm trying to establish that habit of like not being such an inside body, especially now that the weather is getting really pretty.
Yes.
Here in
Mhm.
Georgia, it's really nice. So it's up and down, but we've stayed in the steady 70s. So it's really comfortable to be outside and just be like warm. So
Yes.
yeah, that's it. That.
Perfect. I love that, and I mean, it's just perfect with the theme of being
I know.
outside today. I know that was one of our goals earlier this year that we talked about is like we want to be outside more, just
Yeah.
walking, whatever it means, just be
Yeah.
outside, but just to get that vitamin D and, be outside the house. But
Yeah.
yeah, I love
Absolutely.
that. And yeah, I think it's just time to start prepping to be outside this summer,
Yeah.
honestly. And I think by building micro habits of like actually making sure you are outside, or if it's just 10 or 15 minutes on a walk or whatever, if you got to walk to the
Yeah.
mailbox, whatever it means,
Mhm.
start preparing yourself to like physically be outside, and whatever that means to you is whatever it means to
Yeah.
you. But we're going to get into what it
Yeah.
means to us. So,
Yeah, yeah. And I
yeah,
definitely feel like it's like, like being outside doesn't have to physically mean be outside, but like be
yeah.
outside your comfort zone, be
Hmm.
outside, like step outside of what's comfortable, step outside of your usual. And yeah, I feel like that's all that like spring, summer, like this will
Yeah.
bring. Like this outside feel is like
Hmm.
step outside.
Yeah, step outside. It
Yeah.
feels great outside, literally. So
Yes.
we are excited. So we're just gonna go
Mhm.
through and just talk about like the different ways we're gonna be outside this summer. So I'm gonna start
Mhm.
off with like work. Like
Yeah.
one way that I'm gonna be outside with work is actually, since I work from home, I'm going to take my laptop and go work at Starbucks or go work in a nice
Yeah.
courtyard. We have a university here and I've never really been there. I'm gonna go take my
Mhm.
laptop and go work there. I mean, it's
That's
just like by
fun.
physically placing yourself in these positive work environments that are outside, you're more likely to meet people that are like-minded,
Yeah.
and it's just opportunities for networking, but it's also opportunities for you to just breathe different air outside. I
Yeah.
know sometimes I'm like in my office or in my house and I'm just kind of like, oh my gosh, like the energy is
Mhm.
just like I want to go get in my bed, or I just want to go up
Yes.
on my couch and watch TV. So it's a little harder to be productive. But I've
Yeah.
noticed when I go to Starbucks or wherever and I have my laptop and it feels good, I have my cute
Mhm.
drink or my water because I've been staying
Yeah.
hydrated. Um,
Good.
but it just gives a whole different vibe, and I feel like my
Yeah.
productivity is different, my creativity is different. So yeah, that's one way
Mhm.
that I'm gonna stay outside with work. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, piggybacking off of that for sure. And I definitely feel like when you get out in those spaces and
Yeah.
places that are different, you
Mhm.
get encouraged too. Like,
Yeah, for
you start to
sure.
see like the people around you and you're like, dang, they're working. Like, I don't know. I always feel like whenever I step into like a workspace, feel encouraged because I'm like, they're working. Like, you know how people say
Right.
um, obviously like the snooze you lose, but there's like a saying I forget, but it's like when you're asleep like other people are
Oh,
working.
we're
I don't know.
working, yeah.
It
I
just
think I know what
yeah,
you're
it
talking
gets
about.
me encouraged because I'm like
Mhm.
I wonder what they're doing and I wonder like how productive they're being, And then I feel like yeah, when I'm back home I can just go jump in my bed and I don't see like the competition.
Right.
But when
Uh-huh.
I'm out, I'm like, oh shoot, like there's competition
Competition
out
are
here.
on
Like
there
I need to be
kicking
working.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
so,
I love that.
that for sure.
Yeah, and I feel like it's an opportunity for you to step outside of your comfort zones too, because I mean, when you physically relocate where you work, that's an opportunity for you to try something new. I know a lot of people are
Yeah.
like trying out different coffee shops, different
Yeah.
co-working spaces. Like there's
Mhm.
so many endless opportunities out here for you to get outside with your work. Some people are literally packing up their laptops and going on vacation. Like that's a goal for this summer.
Yes.
For real. For you just did that. So,
Yep,
it's
yep.
just nice to know that you have options when it comes to
Yeah,
working and being outside. Like you don't have to be in the house. You can go outside if you work from home.
yeah.
If you don't work
Right.
from home, let me just, say like make sure that you take little 15-minute breaks, maybe go walk around your courtyard. Even
Mhm.
if it means that you go out for lunch and you sit out a patio and you eat your lunch or whatever, if your job allows
Yeah,
you, whatever. But you have options as well. So don't be
yeah.
boxed in. Get outside for work.
Yeah, and even
Mhm.
after work, guys, like, if you guys do work a 9 to 5, like, be outside after work, like, even if
Yeah,
it's whatever little, and that can jump into our next thing, like,
yeah.
whatever little hobby you're into, like, just get out, like, go do things that, again, are outside of your comfort zone. Go do things
Mhm.
that encourage you or, like, just bring you happiness. Because that goes back to your answer too, Erica.
Yeah.
You know, nobody else is gonna make you happy, only
Mm-mm.
you. Like, that's
Yeah.
your responsibility solely is to make you happy. Even if you get married, if you're spiritual, you'll understand, but even if you get married, it is not your husband's job to constantly make you happy. Yeah, he should commit to that, but at the
Right.
end of the day, he's not going to. He's gonna fail. We know that, we've heard it, we know it. So it's like, yeah, go out and make your life yours. Like,
Mhm.
make it something that
Literally.
you can just wake up every day and be like, "Yes, like, I'm
I'm
doing
so
me."
excited. Yeah.
Yeah, like, still giving and loving to the people that you love and wanna give to and pour into, but do for you. Like, that is
Mhm.
your first and only priority because, again, if you can't do for you, don't expect other people
Don't
to,
expect anyone.
fill your cup. You have to fill your cup.
Period. And speaking of
Mm.
hobbies, I actually have a new hobby that I'm excited to announce. So now that we're
Yay.
transitioning from into spring, I am going to be
Mhm.
picking up tennis lessons, which is honestly something that I've always dreamed of doing since I was like a little girl. Like I was like, I would love to play tennis, this, that, and other.
Well,
And yeah, I found a place that gives tennis
mhm,
lessons. So I'm going to be starting that. And I just think that's just another way for me to be outside. And it's also a way
yeah,
for me to remain active. So it's just like
mhm,
feeding multiple things and it's gonna make me
right.
happy. So like I'm filling
Yeah,
myself up. It's personal time for me to just focus on myself. So
yeah.
like I encourage you guys to find something different that you've never done or something that you've always wanted to do. Lean
Yeah.
into that. Actually,
Mhm.
take it up this summer or this spring.
Yeah.
Get outside.
Mhm. Yes, seriously. Oh my god, Erica,
Yes.
we're going to play together for
I
sure.
know. I'm honestly more excited about the little tennis outfits than I am about playing tennis. But that like the little tennis skirts and like the half
Yes.
zips. I'm like obsessed and I'm just like
Yes.
already ready. I already have my outfits on the way because I'm like
Oh
my
my
first day of
god,
tennis
so
practice, I'm
excited.
gonna be extra, okay?
Yeah,
Very
no,
extra.
seriously. That is lovely.
Yeah.
Yes, guys, find your hobbies. I've been doing the same thing, Erica.
Okay.
2 weeks ago, I went on TikTok because, like I said, I played pickleball with a client in LA, and it was
Uh-huh.
literally so fun. I had
Okay.
the time of my life. So not only did I buy a pickleball like net for the house and
Uh-huh.
some rackets or whatever they're called, but I also so I went on TikTok and I was like pickleball in Atlanta
Mm-hmm.
group. So I found like a little group. So I'm gonna play pickleball with him. I didn't have to sign up for it,
Yeah.
but it was really cool. So I'm gonna play pickleball with them. And then I took Ace to a pickleball court, and it was really cute. We met a lot of cool people. Um,
Okay.
and then while I was like looking at the pickleball, it was a thing that said ladies who golf. And I was like, what is this? So I
Yeah.
found a thing on TikTok and it was a ladies who golf group.
Mm-hmm.
And they do lessons every Friday. So I signed up
Wow.
for golf lessons and pickleball.
Look
So
at
I'm really
you.
I know. So
Okay.
this Friday I start. I thought it was last Friday, so I like went
Mm-hmm.
to the golf course last Friday and I was like
Yeah.
asking all around. I'm like, "Where are the ladies?" And they're like, "Actually, it starts next Friday." So,
Oh, it's okay.
yeah,
You're
but it was
eager. You're
cool.
ready.
I
Yeah.
was so ready. I went to Abercrombie& and Fitch, got me some cute little skirts. I'm
I
already ready.
can't.
I'm already
I
ready. But yeah,
can't. I can't with
so
us.
golf and pickleball are my new hobbies, and now tennis because you and I are gonna play together too.
Yes, period. And
So
I'm gonna
excited.
take up golf too. I mean, I'm pretty good at
Yeah,
top golf, but I've never really
me
been
too.
to a golf course for real, like a real golf
Oh,
course and actually did that. So that would be an
yeah.
experience as well. See, this
We'll
is
have
what
fun.
life is about. It's about exploring new hobbies, new activities, bringing fresh new energy
Yeah.
in your life. I feel like
Yes.
when we come out of like winter, we can have such a stagnant energy because it's so cold outside. So we're cooped
Yeah.
up in the house more. We're not doing as much. You may not be as active, but now that it's
Mhm.
warm, it's like the perfect opportunity to like refresh your life, revamp your hobbies,
Yes.
revamp your interests, just find something new, find some new friends, which is what we're gonna talk
Yeah.
about next. Be outside with your
Mhm.
friends, you know. I can't wait to
Yes.
be outside with my best friend. I cannot wait.
It's
There's
gonna
just
be
so much
such a
that you
fun
can do
summer.
together. I've been
Yeah.
seeing like so many like different activities outside of clubbing because I feel like when people be like I'm outside,
Yeah.
they immediately think of like brunch and clubbing and
Partying, yeah.
plastered and like while that's fun, there's other
Mhm.
activities that you can do as well. And I'm just excited. I've even in Atlanta, I've seen like people do candle making classes, perfume making
Yeah.
classes. Like there's so many different activities that you
Yeah.
can get into. So I'm just
Mhm.
excited to be outside with my friends too.
Me too. I'm so
Yes.
excited. And I just feel like, yeah, like even like connecting the hobbies to friends too. Like you can meet all kinds of new friends, you know
Yeah.
that. Like
Mm-hmm.
going to, the golf course, I'm really excited because it's just like a group of like-minded women and,
Right.
we're all business oriented. We all have our own
Uh-huh.
things going on, but we're coming to do some
Do
hobbies.
something.
And then,
Yeah.
we can make new friends. If me and you go
Mm-hmm.
to the tennis court, we can
Right.
find maybe another tennis group that we could play like a two on
From
two. Like I feel like
exactly.
that's so fun, and that again, that feeds your spirit, that feeds your
Mm-hmm.
mind, that feeds your soul, and
Yeah.
that, elevates you to, like, in your to be happy on your own and not
Yeah,
and
for
we're
sure.
not saying, like we're not encouraging, like, be happy on your own altogether, like, don't have people don't rely
Yeah,
on people,
no.
no. We're
No, no,
just
no.
saying, like, like, love yourself first and, like, pour into you, and that's how you're gonna get to that space where you're like, "Okay, like, I don't need another person's, or
Yeah.
like, but it's great, I
Yeah.
have it still.
Yeah, if
So,
my friends are busy or who my romantic
my
partner is busy
man,
or my friends
yeah,
or my family, then I'm okay by myself. I'll go take myself out to
yeah,
lunch. Of course. Of
yeah,
course I'll get dressed up and take myself out to dinner if no one else can make it. Of course
right,
I'll go, do the things that I love by myself. And that's the whole purpose.
right,
Is for you to feel like you to feel confident being by yourself, you to actually enjoy being by yourself. I know for the longest period of time, if I was by myself, I would just be like, what am I supposed to do? I'm gonna drive myself crazy today. Like, I don't
yeah,
know. But like now, like I have so many like hobbies and whether it's just reading a book or just different things that I can
yeah.
implement into my life to like, you know, do when there's nothing to do, etc. So yeah.
Yeah, heighten your happiness, and, like, that's
Mhm.
what matters, and I know that there's so many that the depression thing is really real, but it's really
Yeah.
sad that so many people these
Hmm.
days, like, whenever they do get by themselves, it's, like, the worst thing that could happen, because it's,
Yeah,
like,
no,
don't
seriously.
people say, "Don't stay by yourself for too long," don't but
Hmm.
it's, like, that is so sad
It
because
is
I find
very
so much
sad.
joy being
Hmm.
by myself, like, you have to love on you, like, really love on you, pour
Exactly.
into you, and yeah, search your mind, like, just as
Hmm.
much as you search other people and wanna read other people and wanna be so nosy
Right.
and stuff, like, search yourself, search your soul, like,
Exactly. Hmm.
again, she said candle classes and, like, cooking classes, like, if that's what you're into, go do
Right,
it. If
go
you wanna
do
pick
it.
grass or stare in the grass and see all the bugs, like, if that
Do
makes you
it.
happy, do it. Like, I think that
Right.
that stuff is really cool, like, just seeing all the different, like, I don't know, look at different leaves, like, I
Yeah.
don't know, but go
That
outside
reminds me
and
at UK, we had a club, it was a squirrel watching club, and I was just like, "What the heck? People are really gathering to watch squirrels." But,
oh,
it's like
wow.
whatever you're
Do
interested
you.
in, there is an interest group somewhere, and if there
That
isn't,
is
create it.
true.
I promise that there's people that are interested in the same thing as you. Yeah, as an
Yeah.
ambassador, they was like, "Sell that." Like, it sells, like and I was like, "Okay."
Mhm.
Like, "We have a squirrel watching club if you wanna join that."
Right.
We have everything that you need, and life has
Yeah,
everything that you need. And if you
it
are
does.
honestly like in a place where you're like, I don't really know where to even begin being by myself or to even begin finding hobbies and stuff like that, literally start praying to God and asking him, like,
Yes.
God, what should I do with my life? What will set me on fire? Like, give me new experiences, give me new opportunities so that I can really
Yeah.
explore who I am and, make this life the best life that I can make it. And I promise you,
Mhm.
he will reveal it. You'll just randomly start meeting people, or you'll just randomly fall into different hobbies and stuff. And I think that that's beautiful. And like, God knows everything,
Mhm.
and he has the entire world. He's created everything. So like, why not go to him and be like,
Yeah.
God, can you hook me up with a cool new activity, new friend, or whatever it may be? So you
Yeah.
have options, and you're not alone figuring it out, because I mean, if you're religious, God is there with you as well. So you're always guided.
He's with you, yeah, no matter
Yeah.
what.
Mm-hmm.
But that's good that you say that because I was gonna say too, they say like 50% of your problem is already solved if you just write it out in whole. Like, so
Wow.
like, yeah, so really like I just encourage you guys to map it out too. Um, like, however you if you just want a huge whiteboard, like, I know, like, huge whiteboards are my thing,
Mm-hmm.
but, like, also pen to paper, iPad, little pen to iPad, map it out, like, map out
Yes.
whatever it is that your goals are, whatever it is that you wanna get into this summer, however you see your structure, like, map that thing out because you
Yes.
will solve it, like, I'm telling you, you'll solve it, and hopefully they don't take TikTok away from us, but
I know, right? I
if
would be so
if
sad.
they do, I'll be sick. But
Yeah.
use it right now
Mm-hmm.
because it's literally a search engine, but it like shows you things like physically and gives you like
Yeah.
real time. And yeah, like if you're into squirrels and you're not in college anymore, type it out like squirrel groups and they'll show
Whatever
you.
city or location you're in, I promise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll show it all. But yeah, like and I'll say in terms of God,
Yeah.
like start with a grateful heart like when you approach him
Mm-hmm.
like thank you for all that I have and all
Yeah.
everything but and like show me what to get into and what to lose what to drop because to
Right,
be honest you
exactly.
guys
Mm-hmm.
50% of your next step like the path to your next step is dropping what doesn't need to be or
Yeah,
what's
that's
just
so true. Mm-hmm.
yeah the things that you're wasting your time on so
Yeah.
yeah that's good
That's
to
good too. Cause oh,
to
that's so good. Cause sometimes, your head can be so clouded that you really need to just open up and make space for
yes
you to be outside, for you to find these new hobbies and stuff like that too. So,
mm.
hey, we
Make
dropping the gems.
space.
We're dropping the gems.
Make space. That's what Erica said. That was
Yeah.
really good.
And if you have
Yeah,
kids
that's
or
good.
pets, make sure you take them outside too, because they
No,
deserve to be
seriously.
outside too. Okay.
Mhm.
Whether it's
Mhm.
just in the morning and afternoons, whenever you get time to walk your dog or whatever, just make sure that they're
Yeah.
outside. Because I mean, my dog, he loves to be outside. Like, oh,
Yeah.
he's a wild animal. Like, that's what I call him. But, making sure
I
that
love
I'm
it.
outside with him, giving him time. And like, that
Mhm.
also is pouring into myself because I'm just walking and, you know, doing whatever. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Breathing,
Breathing.
thinking, like
Yeah.
that's when my best ideas come, you guys, when
I
I'm just
clear.
walking outside. I think we talked about that, but
Exactly.
yeah, that's good.
Period. Yeah,
Yeah, that is really good. Like, we really hope that you're encouraged, you guys. We really hope
for
that,
sure.
you're encouraged to go outside. Like, and yeah, we're not saying don't party this summer. Like, do it a
No,
little bit if
be
you want.
outside. Do what
Be
you want.
outside after your naps and after work. I saw that
Right.
on Instagram. But
Right.
seriously, go outside, but like make your whole like get out of your comfort zone. Like be
Yeah.
outside in your best way and make sure that we're not doing anything that's taken away from us anymore. We're doing everything that's
Um,
pouring into us.
pouring into us because
All
you deserve
2024.
it. I
Yes.
always say it every single podcast. You're gonna hear me say it. But life is short. Literally, you don't know how
Yeah.
much time you have left. So literally make the most of it. Like life is
Yeah.
too short to be sad, to be depressed, yada yada yada. If like Desiree said, if you have to let stuff go, let it go. If you have to physically move, if whatever it means for you to
Mhm.
have a fresh start so that you can enjoy your life, make sure you do it because you're worth it and you deserve to have the best summer, the best spring, the best life ever. But
Yes.
with that
Repeat
being
after
said,
me, you guys.
okay.
You are worth it.
You are, oh, I am worth it.
You too. Please say that because it is
Yes.
so true. Like, you
It is
have
so
to
worth
believe
it.
that you are worth
Mhm.
it or you're not gonna get where
Yeah.
you even wanna be. So,
Yeah, and all of this
right.
really starts with your mindset. Get your mindset right now so that you are
Mhm.
clear-headed and you're able to take on new things. And if you
Yeah.
need help getting your mind right, we have a lot of episodes previously where we're talking about how to get your mind right, how to,
Yeah.
position yourself for your blessings, etc. So
Yeah.
definitely tune into those previous episodes, and we are now going to make our wishes. And
Yeah.
this wish is going to be oriented about summer and being outside and spring and all of your activities that you want to jump into. So
Mhm.
let's go ahead and
Right.
close our eyes and make our wish.
Alright. Okay. That was totally
Okay, I
different.
was
It's
over
always
look,
a
I'm over
prayer.
here. I want to be financially free so that I can do
Yes.
all the things.
Do all the things this summer.
I can
No,
do
really,
all my activities.
we
No,
will be,
seriously. Yeah,
really, that's
but
good.
anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in today's episode. Definitely let us know what kind of outside activities that you're going to be doing, or if you're going to be stepping out of your comfort zone in any kind of way. Definitely let us
Mhm.
know down below. And we love you guys and we appreciate you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.
Yeah. Bye,
Bye.
guys. We outside.